everyone, my name is Miranda, and the day that I have been waiting almost a year for, well, quite not, I'm bad at math, has finally come, and that is the premiere of Shadowhunters Season 2! I'm so excited. If you watched any of my Season 1 reviews for Shadowhunters, you know that I was pleasantly surprised to find out how great Shadowhunters was, and I was highly anticipating Season 2. I think it's been like March since we had a last new episode, right? So it's been a while, and I was so excited to watch this premiere. First off, if you haven't seen the premiere and don't want to be spoiled for what happens, thank you so much for stopping by, but we'll have to part ways for now, and you can come back after you've seen all the episode. No, the one episode. I don't know why I said all. Bye for now, non-spoilers. So yeah, Shadowhunters Season 2. The promises we got. It was gonna be darker. Jace was gonna be testing his moral quandaries, right? That's catchy. Sign me up for a marketing class right now. Clary was gonna be on the hunt for Jace to find him and save him, and Alec and Magnus were going to be stronger than ever. Now, were those promises fulfilled? Well, for the most part, I think they were. First of all, a big thing was this season was supposed to be darker, and I was worried about that just because, like, I was like, man, I am so sick of dark shows. Like, it's just, you know, like when you're watching TV, like Teen Wolf, Vampire Diaries, for example, can't even freaking tell what's happening on the screen half the time because the show is so damn dark and that I cannot tell what actor that is, who's saying what's happening. Like, people will get shot and I'm like, I saw nothing of that because this freaking show is so damn dark. So, like, when they were like, oh, it's gonna get darker, I was like, hold on, because, like, generally when something gets darker, like, plot-wise, it also gets darker film-wise. So I was like, I can't do this. So I was a little nervous about that, but I definitely think that this episode, at least, was not that much darker. Like, I definitely see that it's less, like, funny and lighthearted, I guess, you know, than, like, Clary just being like, I gotta find my mom, and what's this? What's a stillet? Like, it's a lot more darker than that because, obviously, we're in the world now. But for the most part, I was glad that it wasn't, like, super dark and, like, people were just getting shot and just things happening and flying around everywhere. So I was excited about that the darkness, I think, seems to be more Jace's, you know, fight for his soul. Valentine is working so hard to convince him that he is evil and he is wrong, and liking Clary is proof of that because it's his sister. And, you know, just, like, whatever. But Clary and Alec and Izzy and everyone else are going to be trying to work so hard to prove that he's good and save him. I feel like the big thing is they're going to have to save him before Valentine breaks him. I think that's the important thing because we saw at the end of this episode that he ended up killing that vampire after she had surrendered to the clave. So it was like, and then he was horrified after he did it because, like, he's like, oh my gosh, what am I becoming? And Clary was too late to save him in that aspect because you could see that it really broke him. It did. And even Clary at the end was like, what have you done? Like, you just showed Jace that we're against him. But I think that's going to be, there's going to be a crucial moment, and I don't know if the show is going to have Jace step over that line and then have to come back, or if they're going to get him before he steps over that line. So it'll be interesting to see, definitely. But can I just say too, that vampire, she had it coming. Like, I was totally with Jace because she's like, I'm not a threat anymore. And then, like, he was like saying whatever about her husband or whatever, and then, like, she went to attack him, and I was like, I think you just became a threat. So I don't think Jace actually broke the accord. Like, I don't think if a prisoner is like, you know what, I give up, blah blah blah, but then, like, you say something and then they punch you in the face, like, I don't think that makes them not a threat anymore. Like, as soon as you attack me, you're a threat again. So yeah, you deserve to get staked. So, like, I'm on Jace's side in this. But what I thought was interesting too was Jocelyn. What the heck, Jocelyn? We're gonna have issues. And I am almost more mad at her than I am with Alex's mom because, like, Alex's mom, just a douchebag. We know that already. Like, let's just separate that. Freaking Jocelyn just, like, passes out and puts herself into a coma, like, you know, the biggest princess ever, and it's just, like, doesn't tell Clary anything, but it's like, you know what, she can figure out that I'm in a coma. She can wake me up. She'll be fine, you know, like, I won't even leave her a note or anything. She'll be fine. And then when Clary is like, oh, Mom, look, I figured out how to wake you up after you left me no freaking note whatsoever and told me nothing about this world. I figured out how to wake you up. I survived. I thrived, I did all this stuff, and now I just need your help to help me find this guy Jace who, like, saved my back multiple times and also is your son. You know, the son that you grieve over all the time. Yeah, I need your help find him. And the mom's like, no, sweetie, we are not going to find Jace. He has to die. Like, she had Jace and Valentine in front of her, and who does she shoot at? She shoots freaking Jace. I'm like, no, how about you aim at Valentine, who was, like, the leader of all this, instead of Jace, who, like, possibly just, you know, just is maybe a traitor, even though your daughter, who you have like the closest relationship with, is telling you he's a good person. Like, think your priorities straight, Jocelyn, because I cannot put up with a whole season of you right now. Like, I'm just done with Jocelyn. I was so irritated. And also, like, I feel like she shot at Jace because possibly she knows about the demon blood, which, whatever, fine, you know, like, it happens. But like, still, Valentine, Jace, like, priorities, people. So, I mean, other than that, I thought this episode was really interesting, if a bit anticlimactic, I think would be my downside to this. Just, I think, if you remember, the first couple episodes of season 1, I had issues with that. I think the endings weren't that strong. Like, it just kind of ended and you were like, oh, that's the end. That really wasn't conclusive or anything or shocking or anything. So it's not necessarily like some big thing has to happen at the end of the episode, but I think they need to work better on making more of a cohesive ending that ties it in, so you be like, okay, this is where episode 1 ends and episode 2 is going to lead us into this. I feel like there wasn't that. Like, I feel like they definitely could have come back after Jocelyn shot Jace and like had some more stuff. So I think they still need to work on that, but they improved it upon the season, so I'm hoping maybe once they get their footing in this new feeling and this new issue with finding Jace, that the episode endings will become stronger, because that was really my only qualm, was again it ended and I was like, oh, that was the end. Like, I was like hitting the fast forward button to skip the commercial and then it was like, it's done, and I was like, what? So yeah, overall those are my thoughts. Alec and Magnus were so cute in this episode. I really loved that instead of them fighting, we saw them kind of relying on each other, and Magnus being like, you know what, like, you can't push me away and you can't treat me like I'm a piece of dirt just because like you're angry. Like, I'm in this with you. That's what being in a relationship means. We have to trust each other and lean on each other. It was really sweet how they kind of had their fight, but then they had reconciled like a real couple would. So I really like that. I think this season's going to be so interesting with Jace. I don't know when Jace will get back, because like we saw clips obviously that like he was back, like he saw Clary and Simon, but then like there's so much stuff going on that like I don't know, like, was that just a vision? Was it like a hallucination? Was he invisible so they couldn't see him and sneaking around? Like, there's just so many questions, and I feel like you really can't take anything that we see for granted this season. So there's just so much that could happen, honestly, and I was really impressed by it, and I cannot wait till the next episode. Like, I feel like the wait between season 1 and season 2, like, wasn't that painful. Like, it hurt, but like, it went by fast. Now, waiting between episode 1 and episode 2 of season 2, I'm like, I can't make it. Like, it's just crazy. So if you've seen the episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments, and also make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel down below to be told when I make all sorts of new videos and see my new Shadowhunters episode reviews. I'm so excited that this show is back, and thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!